What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome back at Kees on Vaal Dam, a private venue only open to a few clubs. We're going to show you Oaks exactly what our barbel setup is today, so stay tuned. It's going to be an educational session. I'm going to take you through all the steps to show you exactly how we catch these fish. Okay, lekker. So our first step for the day is obviously to catch bait. So we're targeting a mudfish. We're going to use a head of a muddy. So yeah, let's set up, let's bait up, let's get it out there. Obviously, we've got our Springbok Baits mealy bomb here, already made with our monster mix. You Oaks are well familiar with that by now. You can see we're using a rietvlei stroppie, or trace for all the English viewers. And remember to braai your mealy bomb lekker, my bro. It is just amazing. Look at that. Remember, you want your mealy bomb to be nice and center for when you're casting quite a distance, for it to travel nicely. Now what we're going to do is going to take an earthworm or a muddy, put it onto our bottom hook, kind of like string them through. Got one on there, and then we're going to add one more wherever he might be hiding. Then you're going to take your earthworm and also string him on. There you go. Got a nice little worm on there for a mudfish, and then we're going to add Carp Hunter white chocolate mix Springbok Baits, just a normal small float. Get that on there, just give it a bit of buoyancy in the water. And now we're going to add a nice little piece of homemade dough. Then we're going to use some studs wintergreen mix from Springbok Baits, nice little small float. We're going to add that to our top hook. There we go, nice and proud, bro. And another piece of homemade dough. There we go. So there we go, Oaks. You can see we've got our final product here. A nice little white chocolate floaty with a little worm, and then a studs floaty with no worm on the top hook. And yeah, let's chuck it out, see what happens. Okay, lekker. And when it comes to my favorite setup at Vaal Dam, you all know it by now. We're going to use KDO2 on our top hook, and then we're going to use the vampire white garlic on our bottom hook. So we've got the stinky going and we've got the spicy going. Let's put it on. Nice big float. Want your hook to be lekker proud. There we go. And then vampire white garlic. I took out two now. They're stuck to each other. Each time we're going to use both. Stick that through like this, and there you go, nice and big. Okay, so early morning fishing at Vaal Dam, you want to do the following. We are going to put on a little bit of a dip just to get the fish going. Once you start catching small yellow fish, don't dip anymore. You're going to basically catch them the entire day. You want to get stuck into carp, especially if you're fishing competitively. It's just obviously a heavier fish, a nicer fish to catch at the end of the day. So yeah, what I'd say is the second you start catching fish, stop dipping, fish it clean, and catch a few proper carp instead. To get them going, KDO2 Bunspice on the spicy and stinky mix. You can see we got a nice little bit of that going there. And just because we can, a little bit of Titanic, which is a nice rose. I like throwing the Titanic with the KDO2 and the garlic. That's it. This one we're going to chuck out. The other one we're going to throw right here on the side. And now we're going to use Joker's Candy, a pink sweets dip on here. Pink sweets with that white chocolate. Fish just love it. We can even grab a little bit of studs, a little bit of the studs mix. Oopsies. A little bit of studs wintergreen. Put that on here as well. Just a drop. Nice. Let's get it out there. We do just a tip just to keep your leader from basically weathering. Gonna aim at that little tree right there. Not fishing far for this one. Right there. That, yeah, 30 meters max for our mudfish. Now this one we're going to chuck, bro. Nice. Now that one was a bit further, obviously. And you got the sun rising at the back there. Oh my days. Dis 'n vis. Dis 'n meneer. Ja. Mooi man. There we go, Dad, with a beautiful one. Let's go. Gonna weigh him. 5.23. Nice, so he's probably 5 kgs. Here we go, putting him back. Off he goes, bro. And just like that, ladies and gents, we're on to a fish. There we go. This is the far rod. The shallow one's also in the water. So, yeah. Can't wait to see what we've got on here. There we go. Beautiful little carp. Took the top hook, Bunspice mix, KDO2. Let's go. Okay, lucky ladies and gents, we're about to get our traces ready. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to show you the knots, the trace, everything. Over here we've got Maxima, which is quite a lekker line, and yeah, 65 pound. This is going to be our trace line for the big barbel, and want it to be around about there, which isn't too bad. Just give it a snip. Now we've got 2 mustard big gun hooks. What we'll do with the first one is just a nice knotless knot. Take that like that, pull it through, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you'll go right back through. And there you've got it, knotless knot as such. Over here, I'm going to take the other hook and just tie on a normal figure 8. Now a figure 8 you're going to take, put it through, make a small loop as such, and go through that loop 2 times. 1, and without getting yourself stuck, 2. Now we got to remember to lubricate. I'm going to need my teeth here. Got that normal figure 8 going. You can just pull that nice and tight. There you go. So you got that there, got this here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to shorten the length on this quickly, and that's not difficult to do. Just rewind it, pull it through closer to that hook as such. Look at that. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember to put it through the bottom of the eye of the hook. And then you can just pull that nice and tight again. What you're left with at the end of the day is that. Beautiful. Not going anywhere. Now you might be asking, Ruben, why am I doing it like this? What's the idea behind the whole knot? Basically what we do is we're going to stick the fish head on this hook, keep this hook open, dangling, and we are going to get stuck into a proper barbel. On our swivel, we're going to use a power swivel. We're just going to make a normal figure 8 once again, make another normal figure 8. Got your figure 8, lubricate, pull that nice and tight. There we go, figure 8 done and dusted. That's our trace. At the end of the day, your trace will look like this. Gonna put the mudfish head on this hook, keep this hook open, and as you can see, it's ready to strike ready to catch your barbel. Next up, we're going to use a thinner sinker line. This is 12.27 kg, 27 pound, double abrasion. We're going to make a Palomar knot, which is one of the strongest knots you'll ever find. Make a double loop, push it through, make an overhand knot with that double loop, get it to go through again, drop the sinker through your loop, lubricate, and take both lines, pull it, tighten it. If you see there's a bit of a gap, pull each line individually till that gap is gone. There you go. Nice and strong knot. Then your sinker line, snippety snip, normal figure 8 once again, through the loop or through the swivel, make a lekker normal loop, go 1 and 2, 1 and 2, done. Lubricate and tighten. Done and dusted. There we go.
And as you can see, the further rod is going, bro. Let's go, proper one.
Nice fish. Definitely a nice fish. Nice tip for you, Oaks. Never walk in too far, because you want to be able to see your fish where you net him. Obviously you don't want to stand in the shallows, but don't walk in too far and then you can't see where the fish is swimming. On the garlic and Bunspice mix. Yo, Vaal Dam has been delivering some beautiful carp at the moment, I must say. Our previous trip, my biggest one was 4.4 kgs, and now we're on to another beautiful one here. Don't think this is the 4 kg boykie. There we go. Nice little one. Okay, quickly get the hook out. You can see he's got a bit of an injury here. Just want to see what hook. Bottom hook took the garlic. He's a stinky guy. There we go. Hook's out. Got our fish. Nice little one. Probably like a kilo and a half. Maybe just a kilo. Small guy. Thought he was bigger. Put up a nice fight. Off he goes. There we go, ladies and gents. Onto a fish brew. Trying to put away.
Once again, guys, like, it's on the day. You need to figure it out on the day. Try and find the fish. I like starting at 50 meters here at Vaal Dam, 50 to 60 meters, and then going up from there. So you've got one rod at 50, 60 meters, and then the next at 80 to 100. And then if you don't get any fish at 80 to 100, then basically you got to cast puppy and you got to send it.
Putting a bit more tension on this one. There we go.
Whew. There you go, bro. Another beautiful carp. Look at that big boy. Get him back in the water. Quite a healthy guy. Nice colors. Check the orange. And look at that tail. Yeah, beautiful. Let's get him back. There we go, ladies and gents. Dad is on to another one. There we go. Dad with a lekker barbel brew. Well done, Dad. This one actually took a carp head. From what you can see, we haven't caught a mudfish just yet, but yeah, nice one. Okay, lekker, ladies and gents, we finally got bait for the barbel. It's not a mudfish, unfortunately. We are going to use a smallmouth yellow. He is 30 centimeters in length. We're going to use his head as bait, so I'm going to show you, Oaks, how to hook it up right now. I'm going to blur out the fish so that you don't see it, just for, you know, sensitive viewers. But yeah, stay tuned and then I'll show you exactly how to hook them on. You've got your setup right here. Let me show you that. And yeah, got your two hooks, everything. This is the part I'm going to blur out. Going to take your fish
and you're just going to hook them straight through the mouth as such, and there you go. Got your fish and your hook dangling right here. That's all you do, and now we're going to catch a big barbel. Make sure your wheel's nice and tight so you can actually chuck it, and we're about to get real now. Quite a heavy weight. You want to chuck them beautifully. 3, 2, 1. Right about there is where you want it. Time to catch a monster of a fish. Now we wait. There is a massive carp head on here, a very big one. We're hoping for quite the barbel. Yeah, we'll see shortly. He's going to have a go at it. And we're just waiting to see if he swallowed it. Lucky, ladies and gents, some of you asked why we use such heavy tackle. You're about to find out. Wat 'n manier. Now here is a proper Vaal dam barbel. Look at this bad boy. That's what an 18 kg barbel looks like. Proper one. Alright. Okay, so test man. Oh, een nice barbel is het al. Lucky, ladies and gents, we finally got our target species for the day. Beautiful mudfish. Let's go. This is Dad's trace for the barbel. Here you've got your mudfish head. You've got a toothpick stuck into this hook right here, and we've got a sliding hook on the front, and that's the rig, bro. Beautiful. I'm going to show you guys my setup on my normal carp rod for if we want to catch barbel at the moment. You can see we've got a bottom weight, and it's the same as slangworms basically. You know, if you want to chuck out slangworms, flying ants, it's exactly the same setup. We're chucking out a bottom weight. I'm going to dip this one in Tamagotchi from Springbok Baits, and then just see if we can get anything on here. So this is the mudfish I caught now. We've got the fillets here, the head's on somewhere else. So yeah, let's see if we can catch something, bro. Okay, so here we've got that lovely Tamagotchi from Springbok Baits. This has a lot of fluoro in it, and yes, it does stink, bro. So I'm gonna just take this fillet, drop it in there, give it a little swirl, and there we go. Look at that. You're going to throw one clean, one with a little bit of something on it, and I'm going to put a very tiny mealy bomb onto that sinker, very tiny, and we're just going to take this mealy bomb and completely fill it with that Tamagotchi. There we go, teeny tiny mealy bomb, 2 nice little fillets, and Tamagotchi, baby. Gonna make a proper amount of fluoro in the water there. Look at that. That's alright. There we go. On the landing mat, bro. Another beautiful healthy carp. Isn't this just beautiful? Off he goes. Look at that little bit of a purple color he's got here. Pretty, eh?
We're onto a bigger fish, bro. This is a nice one, and yeah, see if we can get him out.
Ek dink ek het hom. Hy lyk al moeg. Hy's al moeg. Hy's ongelukkig nou weer 2 keer gehaak. Maar is nie 'n bad een nie. Ja. En ongelukkig al 2 hoeke het hom nou. Maar ja. Thank you, Dad. Ja, ek dink ook dit is so mooi. Die gewiggevoel aan die ander kant, dankie. Yo, that is a beautiful one. Look at that, bro.
Look at those beautiful scales. This is a proper carp, bro. Lovely. Gonna weigh him, get him back in the water afterwards. Yo, full. Basically we got 5 there with the net thingy. 4 point, the wind's just messing it up a bit. 4.910. 4.910, so we've got a fish of about minimum 4.5 here.
Just got a bit of an injury here, but he'll be fine. Beautiful, beautiful carp. Just want to help him out, but I think he's fine. Yeah, he's more than fine. There we go.
A beautiful smallmouth yellow. Look at those colors, dude. Yes, see. That a beautiful, nice smallmouth yellow.
Pretty fish. It is a mooi vis. Jo, hy's koi. Check my kop. Wow. Beautiful. Ek wil hom afneem in die water. In die water.
Yo, check that kop. That is beautiful. Look at those colors, bro. Wild.
Beautiful fish. I don't know why he's swimming all skew now. There we go. Look at that. Just wanna get him. Yeah, pretty fish.
Lucky, ladies and gents, I just did a little bit of tasting with Springbok Baits peanut butter, and I actually caught a fish, which was awesome because I've never caught a fish on peanut butter. So I'm going to hook it on again, and let's see what we catch.
Yeah, nice peanut and garlic. So let's see what they favor. I'm going to do peanut on the top hooks, peanut on this top hook, peanut on this one, and then that one's got garlic on the bottom, and we're going to put KDO2 on the bottom here. And then we'll know exactly what goes for what. Dad's onto a nice fish there. Let's see which one they prefer. Lucky, ladies and gents, we're onto another beautiful fish here at Vaal Dam. And we're pulling him in skew.
There we go. This one preferred the peanut, bro. Here he goes.
I had quite the cooker of a day. Gonna add some more Springbok Baits. There we go. Just a quick handful.